Hello and welcome back to Irrelevant Topics. Today we will be talking about and reviewing Haunting of the Hill House, giving our thoughts about it and talking about some things you may not know. And just before we get started, I just want to talk about spoiler warning. We might talk about spoilers, maybe not. We'll try not to, but if a spoiler, I don't know.
Just a warning.
Slips out.
Things might slip out that may spoil a little bit. So if you haven't watched it yet, just a warning. So we'll do our best, but things will slip out. I know they will.
Yeah. The Haunting of the Hill House is a 10 episode series by Netflix. It's a horror thriller show about a family. The mother and father are like house flippers, and they go different houses flipping them. And one summer they go to this really eerie, dark, mysterious house called Hill House, and they go to flip it when everything goes
scary.
Yeah, goes crashing down. Really, really dramatic for their family. Impacts their lives forever.
Exactly. Well, it's a really great show.
Yeah,
it's very well done.
Very well written. Great characters. Great acting.
I think that's really the key. Is that rarely do you see a movie or TV series where it's very scary and really well done in terms of the horror and the scary and the sort of element of surprise, jump out of your seat. Yeah, they have really strong characters and character development and good acting. It's very rare.
Yeah, it is.
So
this
show combines all of it.
Yeah, it's very different than other scary films and TV shows out there. I feel like they really did their own unique, different little show, and really,
What did you like about it?
What did I like about it? Just how complex it was. Which is also something I didn't like about it.
Yeah, same
too.
thing. Yeah.
Right? How it was kind of sometimes it wasn't all over the place, but there was all these different
Well, you watch it and you don't know if it's the past, the present, the future, a dream.
Yeah. You're I don't know what's happening here.
Exactly. So it's kind of always on a different plane between those four planes: dream, past, present, future. They kind of weave it all together and leave it to you to piece things together.
Yeah. But what I did like about it is how it was really unique and different. It was really cool to see. Well, there's character development.
There's so many details.
Yeah, there is.
There's so many. It isn't just the show. There's so many. I mean, in each scene, there's hidden things going on. There's so many symbolism, and there's hidden ghosts everywhere. I mean, that's something else. People. I mean, after a couple episodes, we started realizing. Started seeing the little ghost in the window or behind the stairs or just standing there. Almost every scene, it seems there's a ghost around. Right.
Yeah, and something
when we first discovered that, it sort of adds to the element of anxiety and subconscious fear because there's something scary going on there, but you're not processing it because it's not consciously processing because it's not part of the scene. Yeah,
and something that you saw, that you pointed out was that it was when Olivia, was starting to go crazy the final night. She walked into a room, the statue was looking one way, then she came out, was looking the other way at her. That was really cool to see that.
The statues watch and they turn their heads, but you don't see the actual movement. You see it when the scene changes, the shot angle changes, you see the statue is not looking that way or looking that way.
Yeah, the small details make the show so much better. That's what I liked about it, the hidden ghosts, all
and they allude to, those hidden ghosts, they're starting to have their own little stories. Not the main character ghosts, like the tall man, what was his name, and Penny, the flapper lady. But the main ones all have their own
Poppy
stories. Poppy.
Yeah.
But even those ones, the ones that are in the windows, the ones that are maybe a little bit more prominent in the back scenes that you maybe see or don't see.
Yeah,
they're even writing their own little stories about them.
It's really cool.
It is cool. Yeah. In the last scene, you see all the gold. They show all of them coming out, right?
Yeah,
because there's so many that aren't featured as part of the main.
Yeah, and one thing that I thought was cool is that for each episode in the beginning was dedicated to one character. So the first episode was dedicated to Steven and kind of what his life is, and then the second episode was Shirley. And then Theo, Luke, and then Nellie, which was probably I feel like they were all kind of building up to Nellie's story and what happens to her.
Well, that's a really, I don't think we should say it, but that's a really good twist, the Nellie twist.
Yeah.
Let's maybe not
You don't
say
want a
that
spoiler?
one.
Spoiler. We're about to give a spoiler in 3, 2, 1. So the bent neck lady, which is kind of Nellie's traumatizing, it's haunted her forever ghost, is actually
Nellie.
Yeah.
Did you have any idea about that?
No,
Any clue
it
about
was
that?
like the biggest shock twist of the
Such a
season.
good
It shocked
twist.
me. It was
It was
so
super
good.
twist. Well, the way they shoot it, and with the past, present, future dream thing, you sort of, if you're really in touch with it and you're really paying attention and good at sort of guessing.
Even
those
I
twists,
think
people
that,
could.
how could you guess that?
People
though?
can. Like it's possible.
I feel like it's not an educated guess though. I
No,
feel like
you
it's
have
a
to
wild
really be.
guess.
Some people are just good at that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then something else is that spoiler alert number 2 is
Yeah.
the whole Red Room thing. That's another one where people could totally figure that out.
I never could have guessed that.
And I mean, once you look at it, you see, oh yeah, because the window, right?
The windows in like the
Sort of
same
gives
frame.
it away.
Yeah.
But you have to be really in touch and really be kind of get that whole
And
twist.
each member of the family, excluding Hugh, had their own personalized kind of red room. It was different.
And
for
they
them.
give little hints that you can pick up on, right? Like
Yeah.
when he says, when they're looking for Luke, the little boy, they say, oh, he's in the brother says, oh, he's in the treehouse. And
Mom's
mom
like-
says, there's no treehouse.
No, she's like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's, oh yeah, right. Like
Yeah.
she kind of jokes, right? Like what treehouse kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's where you think, oh, maybe they're right. He's in it. Yeah. And then actually speaking of that, did you know that the little details they weave in, there's probably tons of them.
Yeah.
That we don't even know about is when Luke is in the treehouse in the red room and he's drawing, his lunch kit is there, little lunchbox is there,
Yeah.
and it's the E.T. kids, the kids from E.T. Remember E.T.?
Yeah. Mhm.
You saw E.T., right?
Yeah.
Even though you were too young.
Yeah.
But the kids from ET, so the boy, iPhone home, the boy that
Uh-huh.
had ET, so he's there on the lunchbox. But what's really cool about that is that he is the actual dad in the show.
Yeah, the actor plays also young Hugh.
Young Hugh,
In the
So that's
past.
kind of cool. Yeah,
Yeah, it is cool. I really
He's
like that.
ET 's
That was
boy.
cool.
Yeah,
They
but
put
there's
that
so
in there.
many things like that in there.
Yeah, so many
Anything you
different...
didn't like?
What didn't I like? I think, like we were talking about a little bit earlier, we touched on it, is that it was kind of hard to follow. Like, you wouldn't know if it
At
was
times.
like a dream,
Yeah.
like if they were like dreaming, or if it was a real ghost, or if it was like past or present sometimes. Usually you could kind of tell, but
It's
sometimes
hard to follow,
it was
and
hard.
and the dialogue, some of the dialogues and the monologues they do are very emotional and really deep, and they're sort of. I mean, the whole show is about their hidden fears, and it's kind of their depth of character and them revealing themselves and learning about themselves and getting over it. And so you really have to focus.
Yeah.
right? It's not. It's kind of like. For me, it's kind of like something. It's kind of like the movies that you need to watch in the theater with your undivided attention.
Yeah,
right. You
right,
can't
exactly.
be watching it and then get up and do the dishes and then do some texting.
You'll miss something.
Some Snapchatting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll miss. You miss things. Yeah. And then when you go back a few seconds later, a few minutes later, or 5 minutes later from doing whatever you're doing, sending a Snapchat, you sort of missed something key.
Yeah, it's so complex. The creators and the writers definitely wanted you to think about it. They're like, oh, okay, that's just like...
So do you think there'll be another season?
Maybe.
Like, have you heard anything about that?
No, I've read a little bit like on Wikipedia that the producer said that he doesn't know if there'll be another season. Thinks probably not right now, because like the Crane family, their story is done now. Like there's not much else you can tell.
Well, I mean, there's the whole new group after, right?
7.
Because speaking of symbols in the show,
Yeah.
7 was another one of the symbols that's weaved throughout the show. And you obviously know because the boy counts to 7, says that's a protection. 7.
Yeah,
is
and then
really
Nellie's
from
and
the
Luke's
family.
beds, and like they're twins in the room. They're 7
Steps apart,
away from
and
each
there's
other.
7s all throughout. So I think if we watch from the beginning, we probably see all these sort of people alluding to 7 or little symbols of 7 throughout. And but at the very end, the new set of 7 is without the parents and the daughter.
The 4 kids and the
4
spouse,
kids and the
3
spouses.
spouses.
The 3 spouses. So that's the new set of 7. So the whole second season, if they have one, could be focused on them. And if they want to bring the parents back and Nellie back, they can easily bring them back.
Yeah.
Through dream sequences, past scenes, visits to Hill House. They can easily weave in those characters in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they did do if they like went through with the second season, I wouldn't mind a brand new family. I think that'd be cool in the house. And they have their own ghost.